Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Viren, and today I want to talk to you about who is this game aimed at? What side of the player base benefits the most from Neverwinter, and who are Cryptic trying to target? Because there's been so many controversial things, like Cryptic are helping out the new players, Cryptic are helping out the endgame players, Cryptic are helping out the bank accounts. I mean, there's been a lot of controversial things, but no one has actually come to an agreement on anything. There's so much diversity to who feels like the game helps them specifically. So if I went to ask a new player, do you think Neverwinter helps you? And some of them say yes, some of them say no. So who is it really aimed at, this game in general? There's been a lot of talk over the past few mods that end gamers are getting the help. And then the end gamers have said the early gamers are getting help. The end gamers feel pushed out. And then you've got the early gamers saying the grind is too much. And there's a lot of controversial things when it comes to Neverwinter. And I think it kind of has an identity crisis. So I'm an endgame player. I've been playing since 2016. And I have always enjoyed this game up until about, it was mod 16. Mod 16 wasn't a terrible mod at all. However, the combat rework system, that kind of did it for a lot of people. So we're in mod 22 now. Who is the gameplay aimed at? We've just had the enchantment rework. A lot of end gamers feel pretty shitty about it because they got all their enchantments, including myself, to rank 15. And I know everyone's going to say, yeah, but you can get medallions. That's true, you can get medallions with them rank 15s, but they'll only give you rank 2s. So you've then got to spend more coalescent mods like you did to get your rank 15s. You've got to spend 3 coalescent mods per enchantment in order to max them out. So you're using them rank 15s to get medallions to then buy the rank 2s, and then you've got to spend more. And I know a lot of people are going to say, but these enchantments are way better. Yes, they are, but it's not about what's better. It's not about how much item level it gives you. Don't forget, guys, the more item level you have, the more you are scaled in content. More item level does not help you. It'll only help you in Crown of Caldegon, because I don't think you're scaled there, and the Vault of Stars, because I don't think you're scaled there, but I haven't been in there in so long, so if anyone can confirm that in the comments, please let me know. But I don't believe the scaling in Vault of Stars. They're the only 2 places where your high item level and your mythic enchantments are actually going to help. Now, if you went into the lower content and you're saying these enchantments are way better, I can get higher stats and get higher item level, but you can only get it in Vault of Stars. You can only get it in Crown of Caldegon. Everywhere else, you are limited, you are nerfed, and basically they've took a shit on all the players. It's not just the endgame players that have felt this. The newer players don't even know how to get enchantments because they had I think they had rank 9s or rank 8s or something. They were new to the game. You've got to start somewhere. So, and they couldn't trade in for medallions, which means they couldn't get the enchantments. And they haven't put them on the trade bar store yet. I'm actually not sure how people got the enchantments without the medallions. Unless they bought 1 medallion for 40k AD. But if you're an early game player, you can't do that. It'll cost too much. So I'm not sure how early game players actually got their enchantments. Let me know down below if you're an early game player. How have you managed to get your hands on enchantments? Did you just buy them from the auction house? Because I'm honestly not sure. But anyway, if you look at this game and the state that it's in now, identify what kind of player you are. Are you an end gamer? Are you an early gamer? Are you a mid gamer? whichever one you are, do you think this game is aimed at you? Do you think this game is aimed to keep you? As an end gamer, I don't think this game's aimed to keep me around. I think I've spent my money on it, and they're trying to get new people in. Doing it all wrong. So, I like to say you have 5 types of players. You have your end gamers, you have your mid gamers, you have your solo gamers, and then you have 2 more. Who have your group gamers, which are the ones that party up, the ones that get through content, but then you have the solo gamers. There is a lot of solo gamers on MMOs, including Neverwinter. There's a lot of people that like to play alone. They can't do anything alone. They can't run the content because they have to pug everything. Think about it like this. So, let's say, for example, you play on your own because you've got severe social anxiety and you're just not comfortable teaming up with people or anything like that. You don't like that pressure, so you just play on your own. There are people out there that have that severe social anxiety, or there are people that just like to play alone. This game is not aimed at you. You cannot play alone on this game. You are going to be waiting about 8 hours for a random queue to pop. Over exaggeration. You're probably going to wait an hour if you're a DPS. If you're a tank or a healer, you won't have to wait that long. However, that's pogging. So if you think about it like this, a lot of the content right now is asking for a band of air. So they're not taking DPS that don't have a band of air. A band of air is probably the hardest item to obtain in the game. If you are a solo player, how do you get that band of air? And don't say you can pug it. No. Anyone who's been around long enough knows that pugging is pain. Pug equals pain. How do you get the band of air as a solo player? You can't. Therefore, how do you manage to run all the content? How do you manage to get an invite to certain things? I can't get an invite to Crown of Caldegon because I don't have a band of air. And because I'm freezing, so I always say no anyway. But the topic at hand is, who is this game aimed at? Because I don't know. I'm trying to think from the end gamer's point of view. I'm trying to think from the early gamer's point of view. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you're supposed to play it as a team. Okay. But there was a freezing issue and they told you to delete all your friends. That doesn't tell me that you're supposed to play as a team. That tells me is they don't want anyone to play as a team. But you can't get through the content solo because of how hard they make it. Again, scaling. There's scaling in insurgencies. That's how bad it is. There's scaling everywhere in the game. The scaling wouldn't be so bad if it was done properly. It's not done properly, and I think I want to do a separate video on that. However, let me know in the comment section, who do you think this game is aimed at? Who's it tailored to? A lot of end gamers are going to say the early gamers. A lot of early gamers are going to say the end gamers. I'm going to be honest, as an end gamer, I don't feel this game is aimed at me. As an early gamer, I don't think this game is aimed at you. I think it's aimed at everyone to basically spend money. It pretty much caters to the rich. The ones who run 100 millions of AD. It feels like it's built for them more than it's built for anyone else. Or it's built so you have to use a credit card. And this is why it's losing players, because they feel like they need to spend. They feel like they have no choice. And that's why Neverwinter is gradually losing players, and Cryptic don't want to do anything about it, or maybe they don't know what to do. I don't know. It feels like Cryptic are trying to get rid of players while getting new players, but there's nothing keeping the new players entertained. I don't know, guys. Let me know your opinion on this topic. What do you think? Who do you think the game's aimed towards? It's definitely not made for solo play, so if any of you do play solo, let me know how you manage to. I'm really interested. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new and you want to make your way back to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.